Welcome back to Trip Off Sports Talk. I'm Josh. It's Bryce right there. It's Roy over there. Hey, Roy, nice hat. Or
Hey,
Bryce.
every time, man.
Yeah.
And I always try
Hey,
to wear a shirt.
nice. Pod 115. You guys know what that means. 85 left till we hit the match number. NFL recap. We had divisional round. We're going to jump right into it. First game Saturday started off with a banger. Overtime game. Back and forth in Denver. Broncos. Bo Nix. Josh Allen. And the Broncos survive at home in overtime. Josh Allen 0-7 in overtime playoff. Oh, might not be playoff games, might be regular games as well. 0-7 in overtime games in his career. The Bills fall short and fire Sean McDermott right after the game, basically. Breaking news, though, Bo Nix will miss the rest of the season with an ankle fracture. Jarrett Stidham time, the number one seed. We'll talk about all four, so I'm just going to read the scores and do my prompts. Saturday or Sunday. Oh, Saturday night. I flipped. The other one seed, the Seattle Seahawks host the 49ers. Abysmal showing from the Niners. Just first time I think their injuries showed in every facet.
I said it would be on last week's podcast.
Yep. 41-6. Ugly, ugly game. Seahawks dominate their way. And Sam Darnold looked good for having what is it?
He did.
Not a core injury.
Oblique.
Oblique. Thank you. But both one seed survive and move on. Sunday afternoon, Patriots, the 2 seed, host the Texans. And boy, this was an ugly one. Score doesn't show it, but boy, this was an ugly one to watch. Me and Bryce were talking about it live together. 28-16. Patriots win. CJ Stroud looked bad in this game again. We'll get to that again. And then, no, I'd say the Bills and Broncos was probably game of the week, but this one was very good, if not game of the week. Another game that goes to overtime. In cold Chicago, and the Bears fall at home, 20-17 for their magical run this season. In a back and forth overtime as well, not just the game. We'll start with Bills Broncos. Go ahead, guys. I kind of talked a little bit about it, so go ahead.
Oh, you can go ahead, Roy.
Okay. Just a bad time for Josh Allen to have, not play Josh Allen football. I mean, I think he overdid it. I think they relied on him so much, and I think he knew that going into that game, and he pressed himself too much. I mean, 5 turnovers by the Bills, just missing downfield passes, throws that Josh Allen usually makes. Just overthrow him. Broncos defense, very good. They played really well. Bo Nix, I didn't think played great, but got him, move the ball enough to get some points. Controversial at the end. I'm tired of all that crap. What's a catch? What's not a catch? I'm so freaking tired of that. I mean, it seems like it happens every year. There's a game that's just like that where they argue. It's ever since the Dez Bryant catch, they've had to tweak this whole rule, and now it's just stupid. Just be good refs. I mean, I think the refs officials have been terrible most of the year, but that game it just sticks out in moments. So it sucks for Josh Allen. I mean, they're gonna have to get. I mean, I don't know who they're gonna get as their coach, but their defense. I mean, that's the thing. Half their secondary has been hurt all year. I mean, they got to find a way to have a deep defense and get some receivers that can. I mean, how many drop passes did we see too? Just helping. I mean, the Broncos were just more physical. They did a lot more running the ball better. I just think. I mean, the Bills, if they want to take that next step, they're going to have to do something.
Yeah, I'll give my 2 cents. Obviously, I didn't think Josh Allen played great for maybe just the first half. The second half, I thought he played fine, but the coach firing to me, that's just kind of a scapegoat. To me, the GM needs fired. I don't understand how you have one of the most talented quarterbacks we've ever seen at the position and don't get him a number 1 receiver. He had Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs clearly had locker room issues, clearly couldn't make the big plays. I think it was last year or the year before he dropped that ball right in his chest to win the game. I mean, You can say it's Josh Allen. It's not. The guy's a stud. He brought him back and then lose in overtime on a controversial call. And that call makes me more upset as a Bears fan because the same thing happened in the Bears game and it was called differently. And to me, both of them are catches. I'm not arguing that the Bears should have had an interception. I'm saying that if you call it one way, you have to call it the same way in the next game. You can't have inconsistency. There's a couple rules that are like that, like the catch, the roughing the passer, some other things. They're under refs' discrepancy. Screw that. I don't give a shit about the refs. It's 2026. We have instant reviews that we can immediately tell what happened. Why do we have refs making calls at all? Why can't we challenge penalties? Why can't we? Like, I just hate that. Like, to me, that's so stupid. So stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. I'm not much of a. I personally just don't think the refs play as big of a part into a game as much most people think. I mean, don't get me wrong, they can definitely do it, but Bills had every chance to win this game in every facet if they don't turn the ball over 5 times. That's the way I look at it. You look at Josh Allen's fumble right before half, it's what killed their season. I mean, not saying it's Josh Allen's fault per se that they lost, but like it's the other facts. Like, he doesn't have a receiver. He don't have a receiver. Shakir's great. He's a speedster.
He's a third receiver.
He's not a number 1 receiver. He's just not. He could be a solid 2 that you run in the slot and all that. You have got to get Josh Allen number 1 receiver, and it's hard at this point. That you're not going to draft at the top anymore with Josh Allen. Probably, you have got to pull off a trade and send some picks and go for it at some point. And to me, this was the year. It really was. You saw the Chiefs writing on the wall, not playing very well. Obviously, you don't know anything about what the Broncos are going to do, but still. I thought the Bills offense did really well for what they had, and the Broncos defense, which is, electric, how good they are. But you just can't turn the ball over 5 times. It's simple as that. And I look at Josh Allen before the half. That is just flat out doing too much, which I don't blame the guy. Like, I understand the reasoning.
He has to.
I agree, but that should show you, like, hey, he's literally trying to do everything because he has nobody else. And James Cook's a good running back. They have a decent offensive line, but you can't have him do everything. And the Bills,
great tight ends too,
was just not their strong.
Oh yeah, I mean, as a GM, what do you look at? I mean, you've drafted receivers last couple of years, but they've not been anything. They've been more project receivers. Yeah. You need somebody who's established that can go get a ball.
You're just not going to find one of those at the end of the first round unless I'm
not
saying
trade.
I agree.
But how many times have you seen Buffalo trade back? Like,
yeah,
I mean,
you're telling me you couldn't have traded this year's first round pick, which is like what, 26, for Jalen Waddle, who was on the deadline market? You're telling me you don't give a first and a third for Jalen Waddle and insert him number 1? I'm not saying
I agree. But just like, was it 2 years ago when they traded back? They traded their pick to Kansas City, who got Xavier Worthy to come back and get Keon Coleman. I mean, in my opinion, Keon Coleman he's not proved that he's a bigger receiver, just has not proved anything. And Xavier Worthy is just a speedster that you could get the ball. I mean, there's just been I don't know. I don't know what their thought process is halftime. I just don't get it. Congrats to the Broncos. They got the win. I mean, their defense is stout. Bo Nix, him being out, that's gonna. They're gonna run the ball a ton. Give Sean Payton. He's a good coach. He'll figure something out. The team they're gonna play. That's just, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump to the Niners and Seahawks, and I'm not really gonna talk about it. The Niners injuries just caught up to them. Shout out to Seattle though. They played this game 2 weeks ago, 13-3 in San Francisco. This could have been a close game. They beat the brakes off of them. When there's a lot of question marks around Sam Darnold,
that defense.
It's impressive showing in the playoffs. I don't care who you are, because Robert Saleh was still calling that defense. They still had the same defense they played 2 weeks ago that gave up 13 points, and they really couldn't move the ball that well. So that's good coaching, in my opinion, making adjustments from 2 weeks ago. But on the Niners end, I'm not, upset that they just didn't have it. Sometimes cards aren't in your favor. The injuries, just too many key injuries. You're talking Fred Warner. Purdy missed a lot of time this year. Maybe he was fully healthy. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know. And then Kittle, the receivers. Yeah, Ayuk is going 97 on freeways instead of playing football. So But shout out to the Seahawks because I'd say they've been the most dominant team so far in the playoffs is the Seahawks.
Oh, that defense is ridiculous. I mean, they didn't let Purdy do anything, and they wouldn't let McCaffrey get going. And Seattle's scary.
Yep.
I mean, that defense, and as long as they can run the ball and just not make Sam Darnold have to do anything flashy or make plays, they're going to win.
Yeah, I think the thing that's really helped Seattle the most is like the last 3 or 4 weeks of their season, because all of those games were practically playoff games. They were fighting for the 1 seed, and they played 2 of the best teams in the league for those, and they won all of them. Even though I don't think they should have won one of the games with the Rams, now they're playing their very best football because they were having to play at a playoff caliber for so long now. They are playing their best football while teams like the 49ers and the Rams, in my opinion, were playing it a month ago or 2 months ago.
Yep.
It's just perfect timing for them. And, I mean, they're the team to beat right now, I think. I don't think it's close.
I agree.
Patriots, Texans, this was a good game because it was close for the most part. It was ugly to watch, but, like, it was close. The weather played a factor, and I think C.J. Stroud played terrible. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was bad. But
that's C.J. Stroud in a physical game. That's C.J. Stroud. I told you that last week.
Had no line. His 2 tackles were out. He had no Nico Collins. He had no Tank Dell. So I'm not giving him excuses. But they were, I mean, we talk about the 49ers being thin. Texans were running pretty thin there. I mean, you talk about no receivers. And, I mean, when you got Christian Kirk, who literally got cut from his last team, as your number 1, it's just going to be hard to win against a good Patriots defense in Foxborough.
But he was missing throws.
But
I mean, some of the easy throws. I mean, he was spiking a lot of balls. But Drake May didn't play any better.
I was going to flip it. The Patriots end. I didn't think. I mean, he looked better than C.J. Stroud.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think Drake May looked very good.
This was a game. This was a game of field position and defense. That's what it was.
One thing I do want to say about this game, and I know Bryce saw it. I don't know if Roy saw it. Kayshon Boudy's one-handed catch in the right corner of the end zone. One of the best catches I've ever seen because of how flipping cold it was. I'm sure his hands were a little cold, and he just one-hand snags one going to the ground. I mean, what an incredible catch.
Yeah.
No,
I don't have much to say about this game. I couldn't stand watching it. Just turnover after turnover after turnover. Even the times that it wasn't turnover, it was like they fumbled on this play, but they somehow recovered it. And I was like, these 2 teams they were not playoff teams in that game. They both looked terrible. I understand it's 2 good defenses. They caused turnovers, but I mean, to come out and play like that, I know we're going to talk about the matchups in a second. The Patriots have to have a better offense than what they had against the Texans because that was terrible. And you're not going to be able to do that against Broncos defense, who I think are equal. But even with a backup quarterback, I don't think they're going to turn over the ball as much as the Texans did. Like the Patriots just won't get that many chances at the ball that they had against the Texans, and that's ultimately what won them the games. They just had so many chances they were able to get some points on the board.
Yeah. I just think the Patriots need to run the ball a little bit better. 16 for 70 for Stevenson, not going to cut it. And 12 for 25 for Henderson, just not going to cut it. Because this is the team with Vrabel wants to run the ball, wants to play good defense, wants to hit play actions. They really don't have a number 1 guy, but they have a lot of different style of guys. And they run the ball. I mean, they ran the ball, 28 times. So they don't have to throw the ball a lot compared to some of these other teams. But they got to run the ball better in the next round because Texans, yes, they have a great defense, but the Broncos are no joke either, like Bryce said.
Nope.
And then the last one, Bears host the Rams 20-17. Bryce, you want the floor first or last on this one?
I'll go last. I've talked about this so much.
Roy?
I mean, I thought it was kind of an ugly game. Like, missed opportunity game is what I would – so both ways. Like, both teams could move the ball. Bears definitely moved the ball. They just couldn't finish. I mean, a lot of 4th down. I mean, that's just Ben Johnson is what he does. But it was a lot of missed opportunities. I mean, and then it got, just a bad throw here and there. And then, then Caleb Williams, he's scrambling around, make a throw that to the tight end. That's just a miracle. I mean, as lucky as you could be on that to keep you in the game. And then you have a chance to win in overtime, which I really thought the Bears, when they got that ball and they started driving, I thought this is game. I mean, I didn't even think anything of it. And then I don't know if the ball just gets, if the wind was blowing the ball, because it felt like even on Matthew Stafford, the ball was just flying everywhere. Like I just don't know if it was just missed throws or just what, I don't know.
DJ Moore just didn't run the right route. I mean, it was literally a perfect throw. If you watch,
but you know that
DJ's supposed to run the route, it's a perfect throw. DJ just doesn't run the right route.
But it felt like there were several of those from Caleb Williams and Matthew Stafford. And then I know when it's cold like that, that football is not easy to throw. It's like a rock, but it's just, I mean, it was just game opportunities. I thought it was going to be a high scoring game. And it looked at like the very first 2 drives. I thought, oh man, 7-7. This is going to be, oh my God.
I did too.
And then they both missed. I mean, just had field positions, missed opportunity. I don't know if the cold just got to both teams at points. And I mean, when it's that cold and you hit somebody, it hurts. But I mean, Bears, they had their opportunities. I think it was more. I really think it was more the Bears lost it than the Rams won it. So
if this game didn't go at all how I thought, I thought it'd be a little bit of a track meet. Thought the Bears would run the ball really well. I thought the Rams. The Bears would run the ball very well, and I thought the Rams would pass the ball very well. And Dennis Allen did a great job. He made Matthew Stafford uncomfortable. I thought a couple Bears individual players played really well in that secondary.
Your corner safety, Brisker, or is that? I've seen him play before, but he played out of his ass.
Yeah.
And they really contained Kyron Williams as well for the most part. I mean, he had a couple goal line touchdowns, but really kept him in check. The Bears, when I say this about the Bills, you can't turn the ball over 3 or 4 times. That's 3 or 4 drives that you're giving the other team the ball for no points. I thought the Bears ran the ball well, but to me, the biggest part of the game was the Bears' inefficiency to get the first down on short goal line or short yard stuff. They got the
fourth down,
plays in a row. They got stopped.
But shocked me. I didn't think that would actually happen.
No, the Bears run the ball much better than that Rams defense should have been. But they also got stuffed on that 3rd and 4th down. They got stuffed on the first drive there at like the 4 or whatever they were. And that on top of the turnovers is just what it just lost you the game by not capitalizing on the points. I mean, it's easy to look back to a first quarter and change one thing, and it changes the end of the game. I understand that. But damn, as a Bears fan, you just think about that first drive. If you just take those 3, I mean, it's. I know you can't play that game in the NFL, but
how about? I think the key was that 1st and goal in the 6, and then it's 4th and goal in the 2, and you can't get in. That was the key that really I thought at the time broke the back. They made a miracle to come back and get it, and then like I said, the Bears lost it more than the Rams.
I thought the Bears needed to confuse the Rams and keep it close, and that's when they had a shot, and they did that. It's just they didn't execute on the certain plays they needed to, the biggest plays for the most part.
I mean, to me, you guys hit some points, but you missed the drops. I mean, the drops that the Bears have had all season, that has probably been their biggest challenge, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure they lead the league by like 20-something drops. It's not even close. And then Rome Odunze, first drive, drops a touchdown. Then we have Colson Loveland catch 3 out of 10 passes. Turned it on in the 4th. Zacchaeus, whatever, drop machine. Luther seems to be the only guy who with perfect hands, and he even drops one every once in a while. He didn't this game, but then I thought, I'm a go for it on 4th down guy. I live and die by it. I'm not upset that we went for it on 4th. I thought they were all fine. It happens.
Odds are in your favor on that.
Yeah.
The odds were in your favor on all those. I mean, I would.
And a lot of people have been coming up to me, like asking me how I am and stuff. This is probably the least upset I've ever been after a Bears loss. Like, to me, we won 5 games last year. This year, we finally hit the home run on the coach. Go win the North. Then we become the 2 seed, win a playoff game at home, get to host the second one. Like, this has been the best season I've ever watched as a Bears fan. It's not even close. And to me, like, we have Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson for the next 10 years with Colston Loveland, Roman Dunze, Luther Burden, a bunch of defensive guys. Like, I'm really not upset, like, at all.
Yeah.
What's your thought, Michael? I do have a question for you, Bryce. What is your thought? Everybody's talking on ESPN stuff. Should you have gone for 2 after you make that miracle touchdown? Ben Johnson goes for 2 more than anybody in the NFL, and he didn't do it. And he had a good excuse. I mean, you guys hadn't done well on 4th down, but odds say you go for the 2 point. He didn't do it. What's your thought on that?
To me, the way our defense played, I thought it was great, because the way the Rams play is they have a lot of receivers, and Matthew Stafford's a very good thrower of the ball whenever he's protected. And we played man coverage, and we were able to shut them down. The few times they went for shots, we knocked it down. They really didn't have any big plays that were deep passes. So I thought, yeah, let's send it into overtime. I'm completely okay with that. The only worry that I had was that it's cold and Cairo Santos kicking. That's what I was worried about. I didn't agree with going for 2 either. And then it actually worked. We got the ball back. DJ Moore doesn't run his route. If he runs his route, we win the game. It's literally that simple.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Really good season for the Bears, though. I'll give them it. But
yeah,
I'll say this with every team. Same thing with the Patriots. Same thing with the Broncos, even though the Broncos did make the playoffs last year. You're not going to come up and shock anybody anymore. I mean, that's the NFC North champion. The rest of the way, you'll play a first-place schedule. Every time you play next year is a big game. It's not, you're not expected to be like, damn, I hope we can win 9 games this year and move on. It's if you don't make it back to the divisional, that's failure the rest of the way. And I've always said, I know this is easy for me to say as a Cowboys fan, but this is my football thing. I think winning a divisional round game is maybe not the Super Bowl, but it's the hardest round to win. The wild card, sometimes you get those matchups where, you're like, you get that 4 seed that just shouldn't be in, kind of like the Panthers, even though they put up a good fight. But then you get to the divisional, it's the final 4 on each side. That is like the hardest game to win, I feel like. And then once you get to the conference final, I don't know. I just feel like the divisional is like if you make it to the divisional, it's a good season. But if you make it anywhere past the divisional, it's like, damn, like we had a real shot to win the Super Bowl. Easy to say as a Cowboys fan. I've never seen my team make it past the divisional. So it's easy for me to say that.
I mean, you haven't seen the Cowboys win a playoff game, right?
I have.
You have?
You forgot we actually retired Tom Brady.
I did. I didn't even know.
Yep.
Well, have I seen my team win more playoff games than yours, Josh?
No. Oh. Did you guys play? You didn't lose to go to the Super Bowl.
We lost in the Super Bowl.
Oh, well, if you're counting, yeah, then if you're counting like 6 or whatever, yeah.
But then we won 1 or 2 playoff games in 2011.
Then yes, because I only count ones that I've watched. So if I would have to see if we won one in like 04, 05, 06. I don't count those for me. Like I remember we beat the Lions in like 12 or 13.
I'm asking since 06.
Seahawks in like 15.
Since 2006, Dallas Cowboys have won 5 playoff games. The Bears have won 4.
So I only count 3 for me because I've only watched 3. We beat the Lions, the Bucs, and the Seahawks. So, but for our picks for the week, Roy and me tied for the best, 3-1. Bryce went 0-1-3. About time he, stopped getting them right. You could have told that was going to happen. Again, picks don't matter, so I'm not going to go over our total score. I'm just
this week I was able to just pick who I wanted, to be fair.
Yeah. So were we. Because last round was really the only round we weren't allowed.
Did I miss the Bills? Is that the one I missed?
You missed the Bills, and then I missed me and Bryce both missed the Texans. Bryce had Bears over Rams, and then Bills over Broncos. We all had the Seahawks. So it takes us to our games. Let's start on the AFC side. Patriots, who did not look great last week, but good enough, go to Denver to play the Broncos with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback. Would anyone like to go first?
I will. I refuse to pick the Patriots in this game because I just think they have arguably had the easiest Super Bowl run I've ever seen in my life, and it's so frustrating to hear Patriots fans talk about it.
Yep. Dynasty.
I agree. I think the Broncos are going to win. I think the Broncos defense will be better. I think this will be a low scoring game. I don't think I'm talking like field goals. I'm not. There may be one touchdown in this whole freaking game. And I could see this like a 15-7 ball game or 15-10, something stupid. And I just think being at Denver is going to help Denver a little bit. The Patriots are still a young team, and I think that's going to help the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, if Bo Nix is playing this game, I don't think I have a question. I would definitely be picking the Broncos. I just don't trust Jarrett Stidham. I mean, he's gotten 4 starts in his career. I know he's been there. I know he knows the system. I'm sure. What's the coach name? My mind.
Sean Payton.
I was going to say Sean McVay. I knew that wasn't right. I know Sean Payton's going to make this as easy as possible for him. Probably going to run the ball a lot. I just don't trust him. I trust the Patriots defense just to confuse him enough. I mean, he makes, we've seen this turnover game. He makes 2 or 3 turnovers. That might be enough. I'm going to take the Patriots on the road to go to the Super Bowl. And then Rams go to Seattle. I think this can be a toss-up. I know the Rams are not playing well, but this is the divisional game, and everyone, Bryce knows this better than anyone. The Bears were a better team down the stretch than the Packers, but when they play, it's just close. It's how it works. They know each other. They know the schemes. The Rams know Seattle's schemes. Now, I'm not saying they can win. And if Seattle doesn't get that 2-point, a month ago, the Rams are the 1 seed. It would have been the winner of that game. So I think this game can be really close. But I just think Seattle's playing too well. But it pains me to pick against Sean McVay because I think he's just a better coach. But I think the Seahawks are just too talented and playing too good right now.
I agree. I'm picking the Seahawks. I don't think this game will be that close either. I think the Rams hit their high point early in the season, and they've just been kind of puttering ever since for some reason.
See, I think it'll be close. I think that Seattle defense is tough. I trust Sean McVay. I like Mike McDonald. I do think he's a good coach. I just trust Sean McVay. I mean, he's been there too many times. He knows what it takes. Matthew Stafford. It's not going to be a cold weather game, so I think it'll be. I trust the coaching and what's going to happen. I think it'll be close, and it's going to come down to probably a field goal to win the ball game. Yep. And I'll trust.
Okay, I want to ask you guys a question before we move on. Bryce, you have the Super Bowl being the Seahawks and the Broncos. I have the Super Bowl being the Seahawks and the Patriots. And Roy has a Super Bowl being the Broncos Rams. We all have different Super Bowls. Now, that's what we picked. Is that what you guys want to happen? Now, maybe you don't think someone's going to win, but do you want that to be the Super Bowl? Because I'll be honest.
I don't want any.
I would rather the Broncos beat the Patriots. I just don't think they will. So I would like Bryce's Super Bowl, Seahawks, Broncos. But I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm just curious on what you guys would want versus what you picked.
I actually don't think any of these games, any of these teams.
The only team even left that I have ever liked is the Seahawks. That's just because I loved watching the Legion of Boom growing up. That's literally the only team that I will root for.
Rams would be. I do like some of the. I like Sean McVay. I like Sean McVay, and I like Matthew Stafford. Do I want to? I mean, it'd be nice to see some different teams in there because the Rams was there several years ago.
Like 4 years ago or so.
4 years ago. I mean, so I mean, I don't want to see the Patriots. I don't like Mike Vrabel. I just don't. We don't need to get that started here. Seattle, I would be okay with Seattle just because Seattle. Who do I want? I could care less which one of these 4 teams.
Yep. Seattle. I mean, all these, other than the Rams, Broncos, these have all been Super Bowls within the last 10 years. Seahawks and Patriots played one of the best Super Bowls I've ever seen. And then Seahawks Broncos played a ugly one, to say the least, but it was still a Super Bowl. But yeah. All right. I don't really have anything else for NFL. You guys?
No. Just the others. I mean, 10 coaching openings.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into it until we get more clarity.
There was 2 signings today.
Today, yeah. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Did you see that? The last time that happened was 2022. And of those 10, only 3 of them are still around.
Yep. I think Kevin Stefanski was a beautiful hire.
Yeah, Harbaugh got hired to the Giants. Mike McDaniel is offensive coordinator now for the Chargers.
Oh, did he get hired there?
Yep.
I did not. Did that happen while we were on?
It happened probably an hour ago. So
okay, I did not see that. Good for him. I thought he was going to go to Detroit for the longest time, but apparently
Detroit hired Arizona's coach.
That's a good fit in LA. They do not have a. I'm shocked he's going to the Chargers. That seems like an odd fit with Harbaugh. A very run heavy, ground and pound, and a very spread the field with speed type of OC.
Maybe Harbaugh wants to change it up.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, McDaniel's set to become Chargers OC.
Yep. All right. College, Roy.
College football national championship was last night. I don't know if anybody got to watch that. A lot closer than I thought it would be. Indiana wins 27-21. Way closer. I really didn't think Miami. When it got 10-0, I thought Miami was done. I'll give credit to Miami as much as I hate them showing Michael Irvin and Ray Lewis all the fucking time on sidelines. Just drives me nuts. I mean, as a guy, a Big Ten guy, I'm okay with Indiana winning. They won it with power, running the ball. I mean, controlling the ball, not doing something stupid. That's what it was. And that's what you win in college. If you can have a good, solid defense, run the ball, and just move the chains, that's all you need to do.
Yep. Yeah, I was just really impressed with Miami's front seven. Man, baby. They got after Mendoza. They hit him a couple, maybe should have been
illegally. Yeah.
Flag. But
it's all right.
Boy, they played with they played aggressive. And they had to, because if they wouldn't have, they would have got throttled.
Oh, yeah.
But hats out to them. I mean, they got a couple they got a top 10 guy in Bain. I'll tell you that for sure.
Fletcher Jr., man, that running back is freaking a stud. 6'2". I mean, like a Derrick Henry Jr. almost.
Is he a sophomore?
Junior, and he's coming back next year. I already say he's coming back next year.
Really? I'm surprised he's not a higher name in the draft. Maybe that's why, because he's never said that he wants to go.
He's coming back. They're probably going to give him like $5 million to come back, or $3 million.
He's not ridiculous. High on the list, yep. Okay, Bryce, you got anything?
I don't have much to say about the actual game. I just wanted to speak on Mendoza for a little bit, because he has basically made a case that he's the number 1 overall pick coming into this draft.
Yep.
This game, do you guys still think he is, after he played a good defense and he didn't look that great throughout the game?
I'll let Roy go. I do.
I'm probably the wrong person to ask this, because I don't think you pick a quarterback in the first 10 picks just because it's hard to turn them out. I mean, I don't think Cam Ward was that good. He was the number 1 pick. Mendoza is he's a game guy. I mean, he does play well in big games. He makes some good throws. Miami did a great job of giving pressure on him, and he's going to take a couple years to learn. I mean, if he's your number 1 pick, he's one of them that's going to say. I think the Raiders have pretty much decided they're going to draft him.
If he goes number 1, he's going to the Raiders. So
yeah, so do I think he's number 1? No, but I'm an anti pick a quarterback or running back in the first 10 picks, but that's me.
Yeah, I don't think he would go in many drafts number 1. He just, that's how it works. You'll look at next year's draft going to be loaded. Versus this year, it's just, and same thing with last year. Last year was a little bit of a weaker quarterback class. It just goes in waves. I mean, we look at Caleb Williams' draft, Williams, May, McCarthy, Nix. I mean, that's just how it works. They come in waves. He's got the arm to make every throw. I like that. I think he's a gamer. I don't think he's going to shy away. I think he's got a lot of intangibles, but he's going to have to, let's be real. Put him in a Cal offense again, he probably doesn't win a Heisman. He doesn't look this good. So he's going to go to the worst team in the NFL, in theory, whatever. And I'm sure he's going to look like shit. I mean, that's just how it works in the NFL a lot of times.
I'm really hoping the Raiders do draft him, and they really just want a blanket wide receiver for him, and the Bears can put together a package with DJ Moore for Max Crosby.
Ooh, I think it'd take
I think Max Crosby's gone, Moore, but I don't know.
A first,
obviously not. I said a package, not just DJ Moore.
I know.
I mean, would you want to give up that many draft picks? Probably to
DJ Moore, a first and a fifth. Yeah, I'd do that.
What about DJ Moore, a first, a second, and a third? Not in the same year, but just in general. First, second, third.
That's a little tougher. I would do. some of the ones that I've seen, if we did that much, we'd get picks back for like a 5th and a 6th, which I'd be okay with. But
because the report that I saw around the trade deadline was they wanted 2 firsts for Crosby.
Ooh, really?
That-
For an
I'm not-
unhappy guy that does not want to be there anymore.
I don't know how completely accurate, but I saw it from a lot of places because Cowboys were talking about it too. So, I mean, yeah,
It all
he's a good
depends on
player.
who their
He can go
coach
on.
is too. See who they end up getting coaching.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if the Raiders would really want DJ Moore though at that point, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. I do think he does get moved though. Probably, I do agree with that. All right, college basketball, Roy.
All right, we do the top 10 right now. Some little shakeups after some losses. We're getting the conference games, so people are losing. Arizona 1, UConn 2, Michigan 3, Purdue 4, Duke 5, Houston 6, Nebraska 7, Gonzaga 8, Iowa State, who's lost twice now in the last week,
Yep.
at 9, and Michigan State 10, and Illinois is 11. And sorry, Bryce, your Tennessee Volunteers fell out of the top 25.
Yeah, really game against Kentucky.
Yeah, last second. No, just if you look at, I mean, everybody's talking about the Big 12. They got 1,
Yeah, they're good.
2, 3, 4 in the top 5 in the top 15, and then you got the Big 10's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 5 in the top 11. So,
yep.
Just
yeah,
a bit,
really. I mean, 2 really good leagues this year. SEC last year was what? SEC had about.
Yeah, they got 13 teams in, and only 4 of them won or something like that.
I mean, yeah, but still really good teams in general. But,
oh yeah, no, this.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of parity. I think this is a good year that if you can get in the tournament, that you can just put some stuff together, you can win.
Yeah, there's a lot of good young freshmen this year compared to some other years. Like usually you have like those Auburn teams that have juniors and seniors, and you still have those teams. But there are a lot of good young talent this year. Feels like good year to have an NBA lottery pick from what they're saying. So I don't know if you've seen this, Roy Bryce. I know you don't care. Illinois getting ready to play their hard schedule, getting up. They've had a couple easy ones in a row. They did lose their second best player for the next month. Boswell broke his hand in practice yesterday, out for the next 4 weeks. We have a backup, but can't defend like Boswell. That's the number one issue for me is the defense.
And you got Purdue this weekend.
And then we have another one. Michigan State comes up quickly. I mean, he'll miss most of the regular.
It's starting to get because Michigan's got we had Indiana tonight. We got Nebraska next week.
Nebraska puts those threes up like read about.
So the tough parts are coming. So some of these games are going to get interesting. So this is a good time of the year.
Yeah, Illinois has got Maryland tomorrow. Then they play at Purdue, but then at Nebraska versus Northwestern, at Michigan State. So going to be tough. Yeah. But I'd rather miss the month now than 4 weeks from now. So
but tournament wise,
gotta miss the time, gotta miss it. Not worried about not making the tournament or nothing. So, but yeah, need him back. That's about all I got. And then that all you guys got for college basketball?
Yeah,
not a whole lot. We don't like to
Nothing's
do it
really changed.
Closer to the end of February, or till really the middle of February is when we start talking about it a little bit more after the Super
tournament.
Bowl. Yep, I agree.
We have to come with a bet for the tournament, guys. So we need comments on what you think our punishment to the 2 losers for the tournament.
Well, we're going to do our what do you call it again? Our
football, the Waffle House thing.
No, we're going to do the bracket thing where we have.
Well, we're going to do the bracket thing, but we always have a bet between us 3 who does better in the bracket, and we need comments on what we think should be the punishment. We need comments, period, guys. Quit being a bunch of pansies and actually comment on, make fun of Josh or something.
Yeah, I agree. God, why can't I find this?
What are we looking for?
The MLB transactions.
Wow.
Trying to find the numbers is what I'm trying to find.
Well, we know.
But I'll go over to Kyle Tucker. Big number 1 free agent off the board. He does leave the Cubs. I know, not a shock, but he does leave. He goes to the Dodgers. They really weren't in conversations with him for the most part, but obviously they strike the deal for the big money, short term, defer half of it. Goes to the Dodgers 4 years, I think like 240 or something like that, 220.
It's
A lot of
60 a
money.
year, so whatever that is.
60 a year over
with a
4.
lot deferred, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 or 4 for 240. Lot deferred. I think like 25 a year or something like that deferred. We talked about Bregman going to the Cubs last time, didn't we?
Yep.
Yes. So the Tucker on our spreadsheet, you guys both picked the Dodgers. I had the Blue Jays, so I was definitely in a finalist. So you guys gained a point on that one. Bellinger, still a free agent. I'm trying to think if we had any more.
JT
Realmuto did sign. He went to the Phillies. We all had that.
We all knew that. Bo Bichette signed.
Bo Bichette, that's the other one. Yeah, you're right. Bo Bichette does sign. We were all wrong. You guys both had Blue Jays. I had Dodgers. We went to the third team in the mix, the Mets. The Phillies were in there as well, I guess. Boy, did this was the Mets pivot after not getting Tucker. Boy, oh boy. Do I think the Dodgers overpaid Kyle Tucker? Yes. But they overpay him as much as the Mets overpaid Bo Bichette? No. Wow, oh wow.
What's it matter? Both franchises are just sending money like like they can't. It's just out of control.
But Bo Bichette does make more than Aaron Judge now. I would like to point that out. That's just an
Aaron Judge is like the 10th on the list now or something.
Care. There's no world where Bo Bichette should make more than Aaron Judge.
I agree.
I don't care, but holy cow. And Mets have a plethora of infielders and almost no outfielders. But yeah. Bryce, you got anything to say about the Tucker? I know you talked about it already, but
not much. I knew he wasn't going to sign. I said that as soon as we lost against the Brewers, I'm pretty sure I put it on Twitter that we weren't re-signing Tucker. And the thing that makes me the most upset about it is now you already traded away Owen Cassidy, who's his replacement, and now you're sending Seiya Suzuki back out to the outfield, who's a terrible defender and hits better whenever he DHs. It's a dumb move in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not saying the Cubs could, the Cubs could have matched that offer. Yes. Would they have? That I don't. I personally don't think so. But they didn't even make a run at him. And that's the thing that bothers me a little bit about the Cubs. Why couldn't the Cubs have offered, I don't know, 10 years, 300? And if he goes, no, I don't want that. I'm going to the Dodgers for this. Okay, at least, you gave your offer. But they didn't really go after him at all, which I don't know why you make a trade like that and then not go after him. That's the part that is off to me. I mean, if he doesn't come, he doesn't come. Like Juan Soto to the Yankees. He didn't want to come. He didn't sign it. But at least they went after him. It's mind-boggling that they make that trade and then don't go after him.
I agree.
Bo Bichette got the offer from the Phillies, took it to the Mets and asked for more, and they gave it to him, so they signed it. Just crazy. But yeah, the players left on our sheet: Framber Valdez, Eugenio Suarez, Luis Ariz, and Zach Gallen. And the score's 4-3. I have a one-thing lead. But if Cody Bellinger goes to the Yankees, I lied, and Bellinger, you guys will tie it because I have Mets and you guys have Yankees. So that's all I got for baseball. Again, we will start February 10th. Will be the podcast that we talk baseball for the first time, really. So, yeah. I think that takes us to our miscellaneous. And, Roy, you told us you got a game.
Yeah, just 2 questions. That's all I got. Both of them have multiple answers. I just wanted to see how well it's kind of do NFL college thing here. The first one is an NFL college. Can you name the 3 coaches that won a national championship and a Super Bowl?
Say that again. Sorry, I was sending a text.
All right. Who can you name the 3 coaches that won a national championship in college and won a Super Bowl?
I know one. Pete Carroll.
Okay. Yep. You should know the other 2, but you won't.
Nick Saban never won a Super Bowl.
Did either one of the Harbaugh brothers win one or the other, Josh?
Did what?
I don't think it's John. No, it's Jim Harbaugh, and I don't think he ever won one in Stanford.
John has a Super Bowl and Jim has a championship.
Correct. Like Jim won in college. Roy, I didn't
Michigan.
think he ever. Oh yeah, yeah right. I'm thinking Stanford in my head. I forgot that he had his stint there. Yeah, that was dumb. I do know one, but Barry Lunny. No, I know it's the Cowboys coach after Jimmy Johnson. I see his face.
I'll give it to you. You're right. That is Barry Switzer.
Switzer.
So I was trying to think of that one day when we were doing coaching thing.
No, I actually only know that because that Cowboys documentary about them I watched.
And if you would just go back and say what you just said, you would have the third one.
Jimmy Johnson. You're right.
Jimmy
It is
Johnson. Jimmy
Good job, Bryce.
Johnson. All right, so this
You can see
one. Here's this one. All right. Can you name the 4 teams with the longest NFL playoff droughts with not being making the playoffs?
How many teams did you say?
I just said 4, the top 4.
Ooh. The New York Giants, I'm talking to Bryce, I think would be on that list. Oh, well,
The
they made it
Raiders.
with Daniel Jones in 20. It's not as long as you think. Like, these aren't like 90s or anything.
I know. Did the Raiders make it with Derek Carr or no?
And hey,
The
how about
Raiders
on this one? I'll give you 2 straight.
Okay. The Raiders did make it with Derek Carr, but you're right. It was early Derek Carr. The Raiders
Saints
are
haven't
good.
made it in a while either. It's been since Drew Brees, right? Because they
Yeah,
looked
I think
really
so.
good with
You're right.
Derek
Those are
Carr
two
and then
really
never
good
made it.
answers. I think the Raiders are on that list. Raiders.
Wrong.
Wow. Okay. It's none of the North, NFC North. If it's not the Giants, it's not the NFC East. Panthers, Falcons, Bucks.
It's none of those.
You want me to give
teams.
you a hint since you got one more strike?
Yeah.
2 AFC and 2 NFC teams.
NFC West.
I think the Saints has to be on there, Josh.
I think the Saints are also on there.
Saints are on there. It's been since 2020. They last time they were in the playoffs.
I think the Giants are. You said 2020.
No, Daniel Jones has been on and since 2020, hasn't he?
Yeah, but if they were the longest, the Saints
Yeah,
were.
that'll be our last guess because I think that's probably borderline.
Okay, then we got to go to the AFC. Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos,
No.
Raiders. No, we just did that. West. AFC South, Jags. The Titans are pretty close. Tannehill would have been the last
Tannehill
time.
and Henry.
And then who's the other team? Jags, Titans, Texans. My mind's blank. AFC South.
Is that
Titans.
the Chargers division?
No, Titans.
No.
Texans. Jaguars.
Come on, you're right next to it.
Who
Who
is
the
that?
fuck am I missing?
Bryce was bragging about this guy all year. I got hurt.
South. Why is my mind blank?
Who was I bragging about?
Oh my gosh. You just talked about him a minute ago for a different team.
Jaguars were in first this year. They barely beat the Texans. The Titans were terrible. Oh, the Colts.
It's so weird they're in that division.
Or the Colts. Man, when was the last time the Colts made the playoffs?
It wasn't that long ago with Jonathan Taylor, wasn't it?
I don't know. I mean, I think about the quarterbacks that played. Richardson's never made the playoffs. They didn't make it with Rivers, I don't think, or Matt Ryan. I don't know if Jonathan Taylor's ever made the playoffs.
Yeah, maybe it is the Colts.
Do you feel better about the Colts or the Giants?
Probably the Colts.
Okay, let's do the Colts.
The Colts is right. 2020 was the last time they made the playoffs.
So we've gotten
you got the 2 closest. Now there's 2 that have had longer than 5 years.
Okay.
wow.
So I don't
And
think the Giants are on there, Josh.
And 1 is really long. And I can't believe you haven't thought about him.
Cleveland Browns was Baker.
No, Browns. Yeah, Browns have been in there.
Yeah.
AFC North. Browns, Ravens, Steelers,
Bengals.
Bengals. None of those teams.
Mm-hmm.
AFC West. That's the one we just did. The Raiders division, AFC West. AFC South, we just did. AFC East. Patriots, Dolphins. Ooh, the No,
No,
the Dolphins just played the Chiefs in that freezing game.
yeah,
Dolphins. Oh, the Jets.
yeah. The Jets.
The Jets are definitely one. Yes.
The Jets. It's been 15 seasons since 2010 was the last time they made the playoffs.
The butt fumble was the last time they played.
So now we have an NFC team.
NFC team.
They have an NFC team, and it's not. I'll say it's not the East.
Yeah,
I know it's not the East.
yeah.
Oh.
It could be Daniel Jones making a playoff.
It could be the Cardinals, Bryce. AFC West.
Did they not make a run with Kyler Murray 1 year and do like a wild card?
I think
Kyler
they have.
Murray was an MVP.
I think they have made the wild card. NFC. No, it's not the NFC North. It's not the NFC East. So it's Seahawks, Rams, Niners, Cardinals. The only option is the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And then the NFC South is the Bucks, no. Panthers, no. Possibly the Falcons, and then no on the we
already said the Saints.
Already said the Saints. So it's either Falcons or Cardinals.
I probably feel better about Cardinals, honestly.
Well, hold on. I want to try to think. The Falcons have not made it with Bijan.
He's been there for 3 years.
3 years.
And Kyler Murray was the same draft class, wasn't he? Or maybe
No, Kyler Murray was before that. But I'm trying, dude, it really might be the Falcons because I'm trying to think of the last time they won.
It'd have been an old Matt Ryan that went in.
Yeah, and I think Kyler was playing after Matt Ryan retired.
Well, why
he was out of Atlanta.
Colts. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the Falcons.
It has to be the Falcons. Kyler Murray was like an MVP candidate for 1 year.
Falcons.
You are correct. It's 8 seasons since the Falcons have been there. 2017.
That's crazy. That's his MVP year.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't believe
2016's, or that was Cam Newton's. Yeah, you're right.
Because that's 2017. Because that was the year they made the Super Bowl
and lost on the
blown
lead. Wow, that's crazy. Good game, right? Or Roy?
Well, I just saw that thing one day. I was like, I couldn't come up with the Colts. This for some reason in my mind could not come up with the Colts.
Yeah. Bryce, you got a game?
No, I don't.
Okay. I do have a game. Same game. I was almost going to switch it up, but I changed my mind. I'm going to do it this week and next week. So we have 2 more, and then I'm going to transition to some baseball. Because it's going to be turning baseball season even after but we got 2 weeks left. First one on this one, again, 6 levels.
I'm going to start studying baseball players.
Yep. A lot more baseball players, though, than football players.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, not in theory, but like ones that you would guess. Jaguars, player in history.
I got one.
I have one.
Go ahead, Bryce.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Wow.
Wow.
Roy?
Mark Brunell.
Bryce, I almost chose him.
I know. I knew. I was either like, I'm either going to get this or I'm out because Josh loves that player.
That was who I was going to write, and I didn't think anyone would say because it's so obvious. So I went Leonard Fournette.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Next one. I want you to name a player, any player, that has been to a Super Bowl since 2020.
I have one.
Any player has been to a Super Bowl since 2020.
And I'll give you a hint. That Super Bowl was when the Chiefs beat the Niners the first time.
I have my player.
I got one. I got my player.
Ron.
Christian McCaffrey.
Bryce?
Joe Thuney.
Both are correct. I went Tyreek Hill.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Next one. Need you to give me an NFL MVP.
Ever?
Ever.
MVP ever. Okay, I got one.
Bryce, you got one?
I'm trying to think of a niche one, but it's not really a niche category. I have one.
Go ahead, Roy.
Brett Favre.
Bryce,
Cam Newton.
you motherfucker.
I just keep picking players you like.
I picked him last time. You remember that? Lamar Jackson. I almost went Josh Allen.
I was
Okay,
trying
you
to
guys
go.
are through. You guys are through 3. All right. In history, need you to name me an NFL player whose last name was Johnson. No, Chad Ochocinco does not count. We're not counting him because he's
Wow,
legally
does
not
that
a
not
Johnson.
count?
Not a Johnson. Name's Chad Ochocinco. But Johnson as their last name. I mean, there's a lot of them, Bryce. Don't just
I
pick a
know.
generic one.
I know. Give me a minute on this one. Johnson.
I can't even think of one.
I got one in my head, but I can't remember his first name. I mean, I picture his face and everything. I just can't remember his first name. I got one.
I guess I got one.
Bryce,
Mike Johnson.
I'm gonna have to look it up, but I mean, well, that's the House Speaker, Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson is a true player. I mean, did you just say a random first name?
Yes.
I think he did.
I think he did. Yeah, Mike Johnson. Did he? Hold on. Did he play an NFL snap?
You said an NFL player.
You did. You
He
didn't.
was drafted. Pro Football Reference. Oh, he had a 10-year career, Bryce.
That was my homie back in the day.
I bet. Mike Johnson.
Mike
All right, Roy,
Johnson.
go ahead.
I was going to go Brad Johnson.
God damn it. I know who that is. I really thought I'd get someone on that. Andre Johnson.
See, the bad thing was that's who I was thinking of, wide receiver. I could not think of his first name.
He
So
was good.
I'm so glad that I did not think of his first name. I couldn't think of it.
I
One of
also
the most
couldn't think of
underrated
his first
receivers
name,
of
so
that
I went
era.
with the most common Johnson name I could think of, and I was like,
Well,
Hey,
I was
Bryce.
gonna
familiar.
You
I was
you
gonna
didn't
go
think
with
about
your
Jalen Johnson.
the player the Bears got this year.
Jalen Johnson.
What was his
Jalen
name?
Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought
really thought that's who you'd pick.
somehow that's going to be against it because
Yeah.
All
right.
so I didn't go
Number
with it.
5. An NFL player who won the Heisman quarterback award. Heisman winning quarterback. Can't be a running back or anything. NFL player who won the Heisman as a quarterback. So really give me a Heisman winning quarterback because they all went to the NFL.
I have one.
If one of you says I was between 2 names, if one of you says the name I didn't pick, I'm going to be real mad.
I know I'm picking one that you're in between. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
I'm going to pick this one. I don't I got mine.
Bryce, you ready?
Jameis Winston.
Roy?
Tim Tebow.
That was the name I was in between. That sucks. And I was 50-50 on which one I chose. I chose Marcus Mariota.
Oh, I didn't
It was between I thought once I got to Mariota, I would thought, oh, should I do Jameis? But I was between Mariota and Tebow. God dang.
Well, I was going to go what's his name from the Bucks?
Baker.
Baker, but I was like, man, he likes Baker.
Okay. This is one of your easy. This is the last round. You guys have both made it. To be fair, this is one of the easier ones. I feel like I haven't had a true hard one. And this one's really not too bad. It's better than a 50-50 chance. That's all you can ask for. Need you to give me an NFL team who is still alive. Still
I'm
playing
going Seattle
football.
Seahawks. It's the only team I'm going to root for, so I'm picking them.
All right. Roy. You can say the same name, but you can also say a different one.
No, I'm going to say something different.
Okay.
I'm just debating which one I want to say. Gosh, I'm gonna go Rams. Gosh,
Okay, one of you has been eliminated.
yeah, it's me.
Probably me because that's who.
Yeah, it is you, Bryce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think
Very
I probably
bottom.
could have won that one, but I refused
Very
to pick
bottom.
the other team.
Seahawks.
I really thought you'd go Patriots, so I was really gonna go Patriots.
I was between the Seahawks and the Broncos. I was going to do it.
I knew you were between Seahawks and Broncos, but
Yeah.
I couldn't pick any other team, so I had to
Yep.
pick Seahawks.
My thought was they might think I'm going to say Broncos because Natalie's family is Broncos fans, so that's why I went Seattle.
You know what? Glad I never even thought about that.
Yep. So Bryce
So
did
how's
not
that going with her and her family? Super Bowl.
I haven't really seen them very much recently, like the last 2 weeks. I know they were not happy about the Bo news, but yeah, I haven't talked to them in like 2 weeks.
Maybe they can bring Brock Osweiler back out.
Oh, don't say that name to her dad. No.
Or Drew Lock.
Dude, I thought Brock
Drew
Osweiler,
Lock.
one of my first misses, man. He's in Seattle.
I know. I was about to say
Yeah.
he's still alive.
Yeah. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. We'll see you next week.
Comment.
Oh, wrong button.